Hello, church family. My name is Dustin Ichida, and I am the youth pastor at First Church. Welcome to Advent. In the next 5 weeks, we are so excited to journey with you as we answer the question, why Jesus? Each week, we will look at Jesus in a whole new way, and our prayer is that as Christmas comes, we look back on this time as fruitful and relationship building. Let's get started. I would be remiss if I didn't start at the very beginning. Genesis 1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was formless and empty, and darkness covered the deep waters. And the Spirit of God was hovering over the surface of the waters. Now, I don't know about you, but this is super intimidating. He, God, Jehovah Jireh, the Creator, created the heavens and the earth. Does this intimidate you like it does me? As a child, the whole idea of God being omnipotent, having unlimited power, able to do anything, and omniscient, knowing everything, was downright scary to me, and in turn, created an imaginary wall between God and I. I couldn't believe that this all-knowing, all-powerful God wanted anything to do with lowly old me. But lo and behold, I was introduced to this Jesus guy. Listen to what it says in John 1:14. So the Word became human and made his home among us. He was full of unfailing love and faithfulness, and we have seen his glory, the glory of the Father's one and only Son. Finally, I saw his glory. It took a lowly old servant to show me the all-knowing and all-powerful God in real time. God suddenly became very real to me. God turned from something untouchable and unreachable to someone who loved me unconditionally and wanted me to know I belonged. There are 3 things I try to make sure every kiddo who walks through our church doors to know. 1, they are loved by the Creator of the universe. The God who hung the stars in the sky is madly in love with them, and there's nothing they can do about it. 2, that they belong. Maybe for the first time, I want kiddos to know they belong because their Heavenly Father says so. Last, and certainly not least, they are worth it. They are worth the sacrifice of God's one and only Son, worth the suffering and anguish Jesus bore on the cross. Loved, belonging, and worth. I'd say meeting Jesus was the single most important meeting in my life. Thankfully, that scary and unapproachable God that I believed in as a child really did send his one and only Son so I could be in a real relationship with him. To finally be in perfect oneness with the Creator like he had planned from the start. As you see, I'm standing in front of this amazing altar at the Blessed Sacrament Church. This altar serves as a table to hold a copy of the Bible and the consecrated bread and wine that are distributed to worshipers. The altar is the focus of the Mass and represents the presence of Christ during the ceremony. The presence of Christ. Man, standing in this holy place, I can't thank God enough for sending his one and only Son and changed my life forever. Without Jesus, I can only imagine where I would be today. As we get closer and closer to Christmas, stop and think of the ways that Jesus, the servant, God in the flesh, has helped you grow closer to the Creator. As always, may God bless your time as a life group, and please continue to put Jesus first in your life.